guys, welcome back. We are on week 4, day 2 of our 30-day LSIT challenge. Congratulations on making it this far. Today we're going to change up our repetitions and our length, and we're going to go for 4 30-second holds on the floor in our preparatory position. So if you are like me and not frequently in the same place, you can find a comfy spot wherever you can get some space to do your exercises. Fortunately for this, you don't need any kind of special equipment, so feel free to use your hotel room floor or your living room floor or your patio or wherever you happen to be. The harder the surface, the better. It allows you to press in through your fingertips and take that weight out of your wrists like we've spoken about. I am in jeans today. I'm traveling for the holidays to visit family, so don't let your circumstances get in the way, but also find the balance of not beating yourself up if you miss a day of training while you're busy or celebrating holidays. Neither one really is the end of the world, so be okay with being who you are and whatever you're wearing and whatever you can find and whatever space works for you. It's okay. There's no test, you know. Oh, so go ahead and join me at a comfy spot. See my hands? They look like this. I guess you should look a bit closer there. So we're going to be pressing up, and you can still see my hips here. That's good. So we're going to be pressing down into the floor and then shifting our hips back in our prep position. Notice I don't have my blocks again today. So try not to use blocks at this point in the practice. It's okay if you can't lift up off the floor. Just press down and shift your hips back. So even if you're not lifting up, you're still feeling that engagement in your TBA. So don't worry about the lift. If you can't get it off the floor yet, it'll come with time. It always does. So when you're ready, roll your wrists out, take them for a little stretch. Let's get started with round 1. Pressing down, shifting the hips back, remembering to press the fingers down into the ground, looking down and seeing how spread our fingers are, stretching them out wide, thinking about pressing into the ground through the first and second knuckles and the fingers, taking weight out of the shoulders, pulling those hips back. You can point your toes if you're experiencing cramping in your quads, feeling the body shake, and release. There's 1. Wrist a nice roll. If you're like me and you're on the carpet today, you may notice that your wrists are a little bit more sore after that than they usually are, or when they are on blocks or a hard surface. It's a lot more challenging to press into your hands on a soft surface and take the weight out of your wrists, and that translates to a little bit more wrist pain. So don't worry, find a hard surface if you can, and if not, you'll still build the strength to pull that weight out of your wrist, so don't worry about it. Nice deep breath. Let's move on to round number 2. Pressing down into the ground, shifting those hips back. And close your eyes and focus on the body's engagement here. Where do you feel this? Where do you feel the tremors? Can you feel the engagement in your TBA across your tummy? Are you shivering and shaking, challenging the body today? This is hard work, so stick with it. And release. Halfway there. Good job. You can roll the wrists out a little bit more. Take a little stretch. Wiggle the sides out. Feels good to stretch the side body after challenging it like that. If you want to stay in your seat with your legs stretched out forward, you can also stretch your side body from that direction. And just reach one arm over. The form here isn't as important as the stretch, so don't worry about the exact placement. You can rest your right arm on your knee like mine is, or you can push it out to the side onto the floor, your mat. Same on the other side. Getting a nice stretch on the right side body now. Giving that TBA a break. It's working hard for us this morning. Wiggling it out, and let's
as you can. Don't worry about the height here. Shifting back is far more important. That's how we're going to feel the engagement in our TVA as opposed to feeling it in our shoulders. You likely already have shoulders that are plenty strong. We tend to bear a lot of weight there. Deep breaths here. This is challenging work. You've got it. Almost there. And release. Whew. This wrist a nice stretch. Mine are extra sore on the carpet today. But we are almost there. We've just got one more round to go. Give yourself a moment to rest. Take your time with these. If you just need to sit and breathe for a minute, let yourself do that. Don't rush. If you have to get up and go take care of something and come back, that's fine too. Go unwrap gifts, go wrap gifts, spend time with your family and your friends. It's all good. It's all yoga. And when you've had a nice break, you can come back, we'll stretch our legs out and go one more round, almost there. You got it. Pressing down, shifting the hips back. Deep breaths here, feeling the body tremble, but not giving in to the temptation to pant hard and fast. If you can't hold your body up for the full 30 seconds, that's okay. Go ahead and set your bum down back on the ground and continue that engagement that's pulling your hips back. It doesn't matter if you're lifted. What matters is that your hips are back. Almost there. Almost there. A few more seconds. And release. We did it. Oh, that was a pretty significant challenge compared to what we have been doing. So pat yourself on the back no matter how much you've got through. Don't beat yourself up for time or repetitions. We're building a lot of strength and a lot of endurance here, and it's very difficult work. So be proud of yourself for showing up and making whatever progress you're making. I will see you tomorrow, if all goes well, from Charleston, South Carolina, and if not, from somewhere along the way. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you for the next day of the challenge tomorrow.